practice that we're going to do. And this is called the SBNRR practice. And if you have trouble remembering this one, you can think, somebody needs rest and relaxation. So this is how you know, oh dear, somebody's needing some care right now. Somebody's really stressed. And this is really a process of regulating ourselves and managing ourselves when something challenging has happened. Okay. So I'm going to quickly go through these steps, and then I'm going to have you reflect on an experience that was challenging for you that we can work with in the activity that we're going to do. So stop. That's step one. That's the most important one. That's about pausing. In that space lies our freedom to choose, our power. So stop, breathe, and then notice what's happening in my body. What are the physiological sensations that I'm experiencing in my body? So this is about connecting to our emotional experience, connecting to our physical experience, and then reflect. Okay, is this something that I've encountered before? Is there something about this interaction that reminds me of this other interaction that I'm still upset about? Is there something connected to my past in terms of how I show up to this kind of situation? So this is sort of that deeper reflection. Where is this coming from? Where's my reaction coming from? And then respond. This is thinking about the other person as well, and trying to step into the shoes of the other person, and giving yourself some space to think about, what are my options here? How might I respond in a way that's actually going to be the most skillful, the most helpful, and will sort of move towards the outcome that I'm really hoping for. So these are the steps, and what I would like you to do now is think about something from your own life. So it could be an interaction, it could be somebody that you have in your life that you find challenging. It could be we don't want you to choose something that's like an 8 out of 10 on the super high challenge scale. So we're not going for something that was like quite traumatizing for you, but we're going for something that was challenging, that you found yourself ruminating about, kind of stayed with you, somebody that you find difficult, or a situation that you found difficult. Okay? Once you have that, I'd like you to turn to your neighbor and just at a high level, you're not going to go into any details, but just say, Sister, Christmas 2016. Whatever that might be, but just high level, what is that thing that you're going to work with for this next exercise, okay? Turn to your neighbor, 6 out of 10, challenging emotional experience. Okay, great. Okay, thank you. So sorry if I wasn't totally clear. Thank you for your willingness to share just high level so we know that you have something to work with. And now, I'd like you to, with that example in mind, that thing from your own life, we're going to sort of go back to that experience and we're going to apply the SBNR process to that and just see what emerges, see what comes out of it for you. So I'm going to invite you to put your journals down and come into a relaxed, open, alert posture. So let's begin with 3 deep breaths. Bringing gentle awareness to your breath as it moves in and out of your body. finding that anchor breath, place where you feel the breath most vividly. Your nostrils, your abdomen, wherever you happen to feel your breath. And now bring to mind that memory of that unpleasant event or experience. An experience in which you were triggered. Let's see if we can relive that event a little bit, noticing the response that happens in our body as we recall that experience. Noticing the thoughts that creep in, kind of narrative that we have in relation to that experience. And now we're going to practice the first 2 steps, which are to stop and to breathe. So letting those thoughts go, just taking this moment of pause. The next step is to notice. To notice by experiencing any emotion that we have in our body. Being curious, what does this unpleasant emotion feel like in my body? In my shoulders, in my chest, in my jaw. Now reflecting. So putting yourself inside the other person. And as you put yourself inside the other person, maybe this person who challenged you, upset you, remind yourself or think about the statement, everybody wants to be happy. This person thinks that acting this way will make them happy in some way. Without judging it to be right or wrong, let's just bring this perspective into the situation. And then responding. Bring to mind the ways in which you might respond to this situation that would have a positive outcome. You don't actually have to do this, but just try to imagine what would be the kindest, most positive response that I could offer. What would it look like? Now we're going to bring our attention back to our breath, letting go of that process. Let's just take a moment to settle the mind on the breath. Reconnecting to the sensation of your in-breath and your out-breath and the space in between. you're feeling any lingering emotion from reflecting back on that experience, I invite you to clench your fists, imagine that residual emotion, and then to release your palm and imagine letting go of that residual energy. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and bring your attention back to the room. So we are going to have an opportunity to have a conversation